Greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry, bringing you another edition of Movie Night Live from the Monastery of Mayhem, along with the Angry Brothers Omaha, Rama, from the Monastery of Mayhem, deep in the bowels of Omaha, Nebraska. And tonight's movie is definitely a little different piece than what we may be bringing you. This is called Revenge of the Virgins. This 1959 kind of cult classic, kind of avant-garde film is based on a story of a group of Indian maidens who protect their land and their native land and happy hunting grounds, as it were, from a group of white settlers and cowboys bent on taking their land and throwing the Indian maidens off and doing God knows whatever. You know, it ain't that kind of a movie, people. So, you know, I like the title of it myself, and you know, definitely, and it's like one of those, the title, Revenge of the Virgins. It's kind of like a Bigfoot thing. Everybody talks about it, but if we all saw one, we wouldn't know what the fuck to do. And being that this is Omaha, you know, movie titled Revenge of the Virgins, they should have, if it was going to be shot in Omaha, they would have changed it to the title of Where the Hell Are the Virgins? Because I'm pretty sure there ain't none here. But anyway, I digress. The film stars really a cast of not really very well knowns. The only person who is well known is the actor Henry Darrow, who you would remember from 70s TV cop shows called Harry O, and in the late 70s, early 80s did a show called Son of Zorro. Him and John Rubinstein. He played Zorro Sr., and Rubinstein played his son, who was following in his father's swashbuckling and evil fighting footsteps with rather hilarious results. Henry Darrow, he also was famous for his, I believe, Tostitos chip commercials. You know, played the token Hispanic, you know, doling out chips and queso to his grandkids, talking about, you know, how in his day they were made in such and such a way. I mean, just some kind of crazy racist bullshit like that. I mean, you couldn't get away with that today, because the Latino Defamation League would have swooped down on them and sued everybody all silly-like. That's just the way it is these days, people. The film is, it's a black and white piece. It's of a shorter variety. I think it's only like 50 or 60 minutes. You know, we'll be bringing you, we can't bring you the whole thing entirely, obviously, because of our time constraints with public access. So we'll be bringing you just a few clips and a few other things. But we're going to let you get to the movie right now. Revenge of the Virgins, here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama. Enjoy.
Out of the early days of our western frontier have come many legends. Some of these stories are based on fact. Others, no doubt, were conceived in the minds of grizzled old prospectors. Many of these stories, as you know, concerned Indians. This story deals with the last days of one such tribe. Already small when Spain first claimed California as her own, their numbers steadily dwindled as they waged an unending war against the white man. There came a time when the only remaining members of this tribe were women. Their men had been all killed in their ceaseless battle with the white men, or had died of pestilence. Ironically, the leader of these women was herself white. She had been captured as a baby, and the only reason she had been spared was the fact that her hair was the color of yellow gold. To the superstitious minds of these primitive people, this was a symbol. This is a story of one party of white men and one white woman who, in their search for gold, encountered these Amazons of the West.
Well, greetings, faithful followers. Welcome back. What did you think of Revenge of the Virgins so far? I mean, isn't this movie just crazy? I mean, you've got all these, you know, scantily clad Indian maidens running around shooting guys with bows and arrows and all this good stuff, and using other means to bring the cowboys down, you know. I'm surprised you don't see somebody leaning up against a rock puffing on a cigarette, you know. It's like, come on, we're not stupid. We know what they're doing. But anyway, as I said, the film stars Harry Darrow, and you would also remember him from a late 60s Western series called The High Chaparral. I never watched it, but from what I understand, it is on Netflix or Hulu. Go look it up and watch it. It's actually not a bad series. I mean, I was always a fan of Rawhide myself, and you know, The Big Valley and a few others. Bonanza, Gunsmoke, those ones. Clint Eastwood in the Cimarron Strip. That was a good one. So Henry Darrow, I mean, Henry Darrow's been kicking around Hollywood since the 1940s. I believe he's still alive. I'd have to double check that. I'll have Sanjay wiki it and look it up on Wikipedia here or on Snopes, and let's see if he's still alive or not. Now, well, all right, I do want to throw out a big shout out to our sponsors, bingeout.com. For all your binge watching needs, give them a look. It's www.bingeout.com. Tell them the Angry Brothers sent you. Great site. If you want to know about what's being binge watched right now, what's hot, what's not, and what's out there, www.bingeout.com for all your binge watching needs. You know, the film, there was quite a few little bits of, there was some good bits of trivia about this film. For example, you'll see a scene where the Indian maidens are shooting bows and arrows at the cowboys, and you will see they're loading up them arrows, just firing one right after another. But if you look at that scene closely, you're going to notice, where are they putting the arrows? They don't have any. They're not wearing any quivers. Nobody's got a quiver on their back. Nobody's got a quiver on their belt. They're pulling those arrows out of somewhere, by God. I'd like to know where. How about you? I mean, so check that scene out. The Indian maidens were played by various showgirls, models, dancers that the studio had on their lots, and they needed an all-female, rather attractive cast, definitely well built, and the lack of costuming will illustrate that fact. And hey, Brother Jack showed you this movie for a reason, so you're welcome. But anyway, we're going to get back to the movie Revenge of the Virgins here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama. Enjoy.
Look at this nugget, Ruby. Look at the size of it. That'd look good on your finger, wouldn't it?
See, for the first time on the screen, the unbelievable story of the lost tribe of wild Apache maidens.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew I could find the gold again. Gold. Gold! There it is! Gold! Gold!
See the virgin guards of the Golden Horde dance in worship to their white princess. See savage maidens without men capture a white man and make him a love slave. For something different on the giant screen, be sure to see.
I'll join you, Jones. size of it. That'd look good on your finger, wouldn't it?
He's dead.
Ruby.
Let's get a body out of here. No use in making targets of ourselves. Come on, let's go.
Don't you think we ought to put up some kind of marker?
What for?
Well, because it's usually done, I guess. It seems kind of lonesome without a touch of somebody cared.
Oh, you do it then. I'll go look for Jones' gold, huh?
Are you planning on getting out tonight?
I'm planning on getting out as quick as I can.
How quick is that?
As quick as I can round up all the sacks of gold, Mr. Potter. What are you doing there? Watching me?
I wasn't watching you. I just came over to have a little talk.
Well, you talk.
Well, it looks like we're the only two left. We've got all the gold in the gear.
So?
Well, you've got to admit we're a long way from out of here. I think we're going to need each other to get out of here with our scalps.
Well, maybe so, and maybe not.
Just getting here cost us 2 men in the face of a party of 7.
That's when we were coming in. Now we're going out.
I have a strong feeling those Indians aren't going to let anybody out of here that easy. Not with this gold, they're not.
What use have they got for this gold, huh?
Well, it might be sort of a god or a spirit or an omen to them.
You're a superstitious fool, Potter. And a coward, besides.
Condon, you know we'll never make it out of here if we try to go it alone.
Yeah.
Now, look, Condon. You promise me that I go out of here with you, and I'll pay you 1,000. Make it 1,500. 2,000. Condon, you're not leaving me out here to die. I'm getting out with my gold. I'm getting out. Do you hear me?
Oh, there, Mr. Potter. Hold on now and relax. Easy, Potter. Take yourself down. We're going to travel light. We're going to travel fast. But we're still going to need some handy guns. And 4 good eyes, huh?
You know what I'm going to do when we hit town?
Huh? Tell me about yourself.
I'm going to buy that saloon.
Yeah. Got to like drinking that much, huh?
Oh, no. I'm going to buy it because of Ruby. She wanted to buy that place real bad before we came out for the gold. Yeah, I can just sit around and imagine Ruby all dressed up in a silk dress, walking over to my table and sitting by me. And I can see all those men just staring at her with envy in their eyes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to buy that saloon.
When I go to your saloon, Mr. Potter, I'm going to have that drink. For old time's sake, huh? Condon! Condon!
is the revenge of the virgins. Once again, the trespassers have paid the penalty, and the legend continues. Beware the savage guardians of the Golden Horde.
Well, greetings, faithful followers. I'm kind of scratching my head after watching that movie. What did you think of Revenge of the Virgins? I mean, I kind of sat down and watched this film, being in a rather sober state, and I'm thinking, what the hell is this? I mean, yeah, it's like it's got a lot of good girls in it, and they're good-looking girls, and they're wearing next to nothing. But my God, this film sucks. I would have walked out of this on an airplane if I'd had a chance. I'm ashamed to bring you this film, but that's all part of our mission statement and credo here at the Angry Brothers Omaha Shaka Rama. It's always better to ask for forgiveness than for permission. And to our mission statement, we will bring you the best in bad movies. And trust me, if the best is measured by how bad this movie is, this is the best fucking movie we have ever shown. I mean, my God, this movie is so bad, it would cause the paint to peel off the wall. I mean, I could have showed this to the cat, and I'm pretty sure his fur would have fallen out right there on the spot. You know? I mean, this movie was such a POS, you could have fertilized your garden with it. I mean, why did I bring you this film? What was I thinking? My God, if all I can ask our friends and fans and followers is please forgive me. I will do better next time. And speaking of asking for forgiveness, we've heard a certain red-haired lab coat wearing hack has gotten his ass in a big crack in regards to some comments and some of his actions, particularly involving his own staff at a recent comic book convention. And all we have to say is, serves you right, asshole. Again, enough said. And do us all a favor, why don't you quit now before you do any further damage to a certain other person's legacy. You know, again, enough said. Also want to throw a shout out to our good friends over in Council Bluffs at the soon to be opening Madness Haunted House. I did become aware of them on Facebook. Looks like it might be very interesting. Our good friends at the Shadow's Edge Haunted House, they will not be opening for the 2016 haunting season. They will be back with a permanent haunt and structure and location in 2017. So be sure and keep your eyes peeled for that. So with that being said, next week we're going to be bringing you a whole new movie, new levels of badness and, you know, schlock for us to plumb here at the Angry Brothers Omaha Shaka Rama. Again, I'm Brother Jack Angry. I wish Brother James and the girls were here, but it's just me. So I hope you've enjoyed the show, everyone. Good night. Let's keep America on top and watch Horror Host, y'all. Unpleasant dreams.